Hola amigos, we're here with the top realtor in Mississauga, Sam McDadi. Such an honor to have you here in our program today. Can you have first introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. My name is Sam McDadi. I've been in the real estate business for about 25 years. I'm very honored to be part of this show today and hopefully share some insight about real estate.
So we're ready to be educated in what realtor does and what we can get from a top realtor like yourself. So we're here today in a beautiful, beautiful state. We'll take you for a little tour after, maybe with the camera. And why did you choose to stick to high properties? Like, what makes you be in love with this kind of properties?
Well, firstly, our team, our whole motto is no house is too big or too small. But having said that, last few years we've really kind of focused on a lot of high-end houses. We love the architectural, the uniqueness, and there's something special about these houses that they're not really cookie cutters. So our team members can really appreciate the beauty. And as we take the tour, you'll really kind of gain an insight to that as well too.
Yeah, that's awesome. And another question that pops in my mind is like, how would you get someone to take in, to get someone to get this property for their first property? What are the steps like to get into this kind of realtor? Is it an investment or is it more like a home that you think that this kind of property is good for?
Yeah, Carla, that's a great question. Well, firstly, I think that real estate should always be looked at as an investment as well. So you want to buy, things that are pivotal, like location, location, location. But of course, when it's your home, it's got to feel comfortable to you. And people buying a house this price range, usually it's not their first house. I mean, they've maybe bought a few houses, or, what we're finding today, it's a little bit unique, is we're finding a lot of people coming from abroad, and they're coming here with a fair bit of money, and they're buying houses of this size and magnitude as well. So.
Why do you think Mississauga Road is so special? Because, personally, I love the area. It's very wooded and beautiful, and you can see the whole winter, spring, and fall happening. But why do you find this is a good place to invest?
Well, I think, Carla, you hit the nail on the head. It's such a beautiful, picturesque area. You don't find too many places with an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres. You've got the river right behind you, close proximity to the city. And, the Dalton Estate, which is where we are today, it's an area that's probably the most prestigious part of Mississauga for that very reason. You've got, beautiful trees, beautiful surrounding, and obviously beautiful big houses that are, really estate homes as well. And, it compares to Toronto where you've got Forest Hill, those kind of areas as well. So this is kind of our Forest Hill in Mississauga as well.
That's awesome. So just one last question. Tip for someone who's now interested in getting their first property. What area of Mississauga, going outside of these beautiful states, would you recommend for someone who's coming to Canada and looking for an area that's okay to move into?
Carla, the nice thing about Mississauga today is there's no bad areas. All the areas in Mississauga are nice. There's maybe a few pockets we wouldn't recommend. So I think it really depends on what the client's looking for from a pricing perspective. From, some people want old houses, some want new, some want character, some want maturity. So I don't think you can go wrong with Mississauga. There are some different cities where maybe you'd have to be a little bit more guarded. But Mississauga, I think you're safe. And I think what's really good and what we're seeing is a pretty healthy appreciation on an annual basis. So anybody buying in Mississauga today, their investment will be protected, which is what we talked about earlier today. So you're well served buying in Mississauga.
Well, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure talking to you tonight. And this is certainly a beautiful property. I've gone up and down. Hopefully we get a couple shots. And it's just very different. I feel like I'm in a movie set or something like that. So any last words for now?
One last word is if anybody's looking for a beautiful estate home on an acre and a half, this is just a beautiful, beautiful house and priced at what we think is a very affordable range for this price, for this type of house. So. Thank you very much, Carla. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much. See you later.